Say hello to a new subscriber.
Bill, I think he just subscribed for 68 months. Go faster, mate.
Say hello to a new subscriber.
Lock of War just subscribed for 35 months. 35 months of being dressed thanks to Keiki. She the best.
Hello, how are we doing? welcome in to this week's Strength of Field Top Split broadcast. My name's Jay. Pleasure to meet you all if this is your first time in here, and welcome to my backyard, Silverstone National. What a track. Absolutely perfect for touring car racing. It forces you to get into the grills of others. It forces you to be a nasty piece of work sometimes. And for us lot watching this broadcast tonight, that is exactly the sort of touring car racing we want to watch this week after a mixed bag of results from all of us at the Nürburgring combined last week. First of all, thank you Billy for subscribing for 68 months to the Twitch channel. Rock for being subscribed for 35 months as well. Everybody else in the chat on both the Twitch and the YouTube side, I hope you're all good, hope you're all well. Can we get one or two people saying stuff on the YouTube side just so I can make sure my stuff is working at the bottom of the screen? It's baby Silverstone. I'll call it whatever I want. Well, I've just watched one or two races that have already happened today, and I wouldn't say it's carnage, but there's definitely a lot going on in these races. Watching the best zooming around Silverstone, we absolutely are.
You can't see me?
You can't see me, like John Cena? Right, see what, we can have my camera on for a little bit because this is just a practice session, so there's nothing going on just yet. The race will start in about 20 minutes, the race session. Let's get a few bits and pieces out, car logo, the flag, interval, and we'll get the iRacing up as well. Let's also get who we got racing in the bottom corner that you lot can see underneath. So we've got Mark Cox at the moment in the old school style. Back with the Renault Laguna. Was it the Laguna or was it the Megane that had... No, the Megane was green and white, wasn't it? That was the Nescafe. And this is the Laguna, old school 90s British touring car. So, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Wow. Wow. So we've definitely got a few more people that we can watch in this session compared to previous weeks. Already top of the time in tower is Gordon Haug. Oh, this reminds me actually, trading paints. We've got to put everyone's pretty paints on, haven't we? With Marco in second, Anisi in third, and we've got one of the Kinetic lot. We're just waiting for the paints to load up. Off, enjoy races. Take care, Racewave. Have a good one, man. Enjoy your time with the family. Yours in the session. I'm secretly hoping that we get a few of the actual British Touring Car Championship drivers in here. That'd be pretty cool. See a few of those in here. There we go. The kinetic paint's now up for both Bjorn. I'm pretty sure Bjorn's teammate Daniel is also going to be rocking some Connect as well. Yep, there we go. This is Silverstone National. It's a extremely short circuit. So last week's track lap times were like 8 minutes 58, 9 minutes, that sort of thing. Here it's less than a minute. What a contrast. And rather than just being there to survive over a long track, you now have to, you're being forced on a track this small to fight with people and really stick your elbows out. And we're gonna see some horrendous driving tonight. Just as a warning, there will be some absolute horrendous actions being taken around here. But at the same time, like in the Monday practice that is hosted for free at every 4 o'clock British time, 5 o'clock European, Central European, and the results slash PSTV practice. Oh man, some of those battles were good fun last night. If you can get a cluster of cars like we're gonna have on Wednesday's broadcast on the Backfire Simsport TV channel, which by the way, if you're not already following Backfire Simsport TV on YouTube, then get onto it now. It's going to be a highly entertaining set of races, especially with tomorrow being 3 lots of 20-minute sprints. Dave, how are we doing today on the YouTube side? I hope you're good, hope you're well. Did this a few weeks ago in the Formula V, can confirm Horner was right. Oh no, here you can stick a wheel in if you want here. Absolutely can here. Got Euro here now in the racing forces. Oh, looks like we've got some potential battling going on up here, and this is a small preview of what's to come. And that's the first time I've ever seen a Red Bull car not murder anybody. What happened there? Somebody going off track. Massive thank you again to Backfire Simsport TV for letting me.
The guy who designed this first corner should be taken in a dark room and beat about the head. That is just. I've never seen anything that bad.
Little bit of a power slide there, but looks like they got it going. But thank you again to Backfire Simsport TV for letting me use the programs needed to get the broadcast here to you today. Not in the V, you can. Sure, you can. It's ability. That's all that hinders that one there. I'm sure I got a sound effect for second to win Leclerc, Danny Switch, short track racing, send it, Lando, smooth operator, Angry Max, racing, wet Mick, Horner Cops, there we go.
He was never anywhere near alongside. Every driver that's driven at this circuit knows you do not stick a wheel up the inside at Cops.
Okay, hang on a second, look at the absolute cluster of TCR we have in front here. We could be seeing a mini battle going on ahead now. Might even be able to get into the blip. Oh, and he has his backside taken off there. Where's my blimp gone? I want the blimp. Give me a blimp. Thank you. Oh wow, now that is a blimp. That is a blimp view, and that is an absolutely gorgeous view of the track. Oh, that is brilliant. And there is, you know how small a track is when you can see it all in one shot, pretty much. It's got everyone going around the circuit just there, and there is just a small section of Silverstone off the village of Toaster in Northamptonshire, United Kingdom. Oh, look at that. What do you know? But yeah, as you can see, we've got the rest of the track just here, which isn't in use. Everyone goes down Aintree instead and the Wellington Straight. Got a nice bridge there for all the fans to see all the stuff that goes in the middle. Just hit some to my back end. Probably the 100% brakes, to be honest, mate. There we go. Everyone's still fighting about. Let's go a couple of positions back if we can. See if this Red Bull car can get caught up. This is the number 11. Carlos Vasquez. Oh no, there's been a massive jump of everybody else. Oh, and Carl Hardy's in the session as well. Wow, that is a gorgeous looking Audi, by the way. I think we'll go jump on to Carl's point of view so that we can get a very mini quick track guide for everybody who is learning to drive this circuit. Let me just quickly get it all up here. Down the back straight. AJ by Jay, no power. I don't feel like plugging the PC into the car. No worries, nicely. No worries. Maybe stick around for a couple of minutes just till we get the streak on the stream up or something like that. Oh, and Carl going for the major send just there, and car number 6. Oh, and there's a spin in front. Carl is going to have a nice run out of here. But going down Woodcott here, you can skip through so much of that if you want to. Going up towards turn number 1 Cops. And it looks like Carl has someone beside him, but just after 11, the 100, well, brake slightly and just glide your car in. You can take quite a lot of curb, not as much as that, or it is going to be an off track, but get yourself onto the right hand side as soon as you can for turn 2, and maggots, turn 3. Just before the curb starts, brake slowly down in and use the Grand Prix paint connected to the curb as your apex point. You want to use as much of the track as possible on your exit. It keeps the wheel nice and straight, and in a front wheel drive car, you need every advantage you can get to get as much speed and momentum out as possible. Down the Wellington Street and over towards Brooklands, about 75 between the 150s, and it's going to be quite a late apex getting yourself in there. A short stab and then ride the inside of the second to last corner, left field. You want to get onto the power nice and early and use all of the curbing on the exit. Then we go across Woodcott and get yourself across. There we go. A nice, easy. See what time Carl gets here. Carl currently is running a 59 seconds. 59.1. Yep, Twitch isn't robbing me this time. There we go. Who else we got on the track at the moment? Carl's actually just set the, or last lap set the quickest second sector out of everybody. Mr. Dinsdale's on the track as well. In the Greg's mobile. Fun catching the next one. Yes, no worries, nicely. Take care, mate. Thanks so much for stopping by. So mind for anybody on the YouTube side, or anyone... Oh, why does my stream deck never work? Is it just suddenly not wanting to work? So we need to load it all up. Ah, no it does. It's got to restart the program apparently. Get yourself to YouTube and put a thumbs up on the stream. The more thumbs ups, the more people that can check it out. And thank you to the 25 plus who are watching on both platforms at this moment in time. I've got the wrong thing. It shouldn't be internal. It should be the gap to the leader. There we go. So up to 14th place at the moment is 7/10 difference. An even crazier stat, up to the top 7 are only separated by less than 0.2 of a second. Markin, how are we doing today? Hope you're good, hope you're well. There's only 10/100ths between first place and second. Neither of those two are on track at the moment, so we'll keep with Dinsdale and the Greg's mobile. Dirk, thank you for the 3 stream streak. Mocking, thank you for the 7 stream streak. Just to let people know when you're doing the stream streaks, I don't always see the messages on there. Unless I see it far too late, that is. Oh, Carl Hardy going up to 7th and being part of the less than 2/10 club. Jess is here. Hi, Jess. How are we? Alright, who else can we spy on this session? Let's go to someone Welsh. Stephen Lowbridge in the... What car design is that? This is a good time actually for us to check out everybody's livery, I think. There's some interesting ones. We've got to get a decent camera angle at the same time, so let me just get all artsy and shit. There we go. So now we can start seeing everybody's cars. So yeah, not too bad from Gordon just there. Then we've got Daniel Pluckford in the first of the Kinetics. I'm good. You? Yeah, not too bad. I seriously though cannot wait for the weekend. The weekend's gonna be so nice. This I think wins today's livery contest. Anytime you get an Iron Brew or a Greg's livery, you know it just automatically wins. The fact that someone made time.
FC Greg Reveal.
If someone makes time to make a livery like that, then it's already a winner for me. So unless he doesn't have anything, Carl we said it's a brilliant livery for an Audi. And Milos just there in the BBS. You know what BBS stands for? Well, I hope you do, because I don't know. Marco just there in another Audi Sport. In Nürburgring paints. Gonna let the BBS go through. Nice helmet, by the way. And Milos was one who went past Stefan in the MPM. I don't know what MPM stands for, but I bet it's good and Christian. Mark Cox in the vintage Caliber Renault Laguna British touring car paint from the 90s, modelled to match the new Elantra. Carlos is in a Red Bull car, so he unfortunately will now always have the tag of they're in a Red Bull livery, they're blatantly going to try and kill somebody. And Martin Dellin at the moment, that's a nice Nordic Motorsport livery, I like that one. And we've got Malcolm White as well in a nice bit of Napa. Right, we have 10 minutes until the first of the strength of field races start. We are starting with the fixed. A fixed setup, which I feel we're going to see a lot of Audis on there, in all honesty. Can I switch over to the other session yet? Get some different cars on there. Maybe, perhaps. So we can get Josh on there. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, there's Josh. So now we have another load of liveries to get on screen for you lot. Because I'm so cool. I'm so nice. I'm craving a sausage roll. Thanks, Jay. You're welcome. You're going to be craving more when you see some of these other liveries. Speaking of liveries, this is definitely the best livery of the lot in the session right now. Not just because it's got my name over it, but, you know. Also has the race leader in the lovely DHL. That looks so nice on an Audi. Oh, Pavel's in the session as well, but we can't see where they are at the moment. Then we've got Vladislav in a nice moment. Why does every livery look really nice? Why does it always look really nice on an Audi? You know what sponsor they need? Nuka-Cola. Funny you say that. Somebody actually created a Fallout livery, and it is one of the nicest liveries I've ever seen. There's your Iron Brew livery. I knew Will was going to be in the Iron Brew. How nice. If it didn't say Iron Brew on the side, it was just the blue, white and orange, it would still look like a fantastic car. Look at that. That's brilliant. So the Greggs and the Iron Brew. The Iron Brew is just like the perfect hangover cure. Like, bar none. Chris Story in another really nice Audi livery. Jamie Bulbeck in another really nice Audi livery. Leon has gone completely black. Whereas Raymond is in a bright blue Honda. What, you will not miss that. From TCR Germany, apparently this livery is. Alfie Garford in a basic Elantra. And Enrico in a nice Zepp livery for the Elantra too. Patricio Silva. Oh god, that is gorgeous. Though it's running a slightly different spec map because there's a lot of different shades going on and materials that don't match. Like the Audi Sport at the top banner has two different layers on it. You can see the layers overrunning from the ceiling. Once you go black, yeah, it's hard to find another colour that suits your car. Thank you for pointing that out, Jess. Absolutely, I agree. Another classic Audi livery based on the old British Touring Car Championship with Luis de la Osa in another really nice Audi livery. Totes. Can we get into another session? Oh, there's a third session with 10 cars in it. Let's see if we can get in. 5 minutes left. Should be in number 3, so we should be able to see Jamie. There we go. We've got another set of liveries for you all. By the looks of it. Pavel's just there as the pink one, by the way. Oh, apparently we haven't got another set of liveries. Huh. Don't know why that is. Let's jump to number 2 anyway. Oh, it is another different set of livery. Sorry, 2 seconds. because they don't allow any more than 20 cars on the track at once with liveries and stuff, so you got to be really gotta hope you can fit in somewhere. Okay, so this means we got another set of liveries for everybody, I think. Just quickly go to rear chase. There we go. Pepsi, not quite Nuka-Cola, but right, that's me done for the evening. All right, fair enough, Lock. Hope you get plenty. I just looked at the time actually. Yeah, fair enough. Get plenty of sleep, mate. Feel free to watch the broadcast again tomorrow at some point. It's going to get messy here today. Nathan in a is that a Lightning McQueen? It's a Lightning McQueen livery, as if. I've never seen cars, so. Alistair, DHL. If you have any packages in that car, you're never going to see him again. Evening, Andy J on the YouTube side. How we doing? Paul Brown in a non-brown car. Danny Potter in a one that's supposed to be, I think, Hull Tigers. So you know it's probably getting relegated at some point.
Liveries, have a look at this Lightning McQueen one. This one with livery the other day for me.
Already have. Andrew Foster 11 in the Bell helmets, and then in the standard Audi one just there. There you go. Is there an every Audi? Probably, but it probably didn't make its way onto the circuit. Probably got lost on the way. Okay, so we have connected to the session at least 44 cars. Just quickly reload it. 44, so that's going to be 3 different splits. My every is great. But that's... They deserve an award then, because ours is shocking. Is it a delightful chap? I'm glad you got a good one then. Right, 3 minutes to go. 44 signed up. We could get a few more in, surely. Let's have a quick look to see if we got any other chatter going on in the Discord. Hey Francis, how we doing? What now is this? This is the Silverstone National. Silverstone National. And it's gorgeous. Got 3 minutes to get yourselves signed up if anybody else does want to sign in. The quickest time in practice is a 58.6. No minutes before it, just literally 58-second laps. This is a YouTube showing up underneath, by the way. It is good. Good. See if anybody in here is on a personal best. Looks like Nathan Williams is in the Lightning McQueen. Originally 13th. Looks like their first sector was a personal best. Could be enough to put them up a couple of positions, perhaps. Any higher than 13th? Not quite. Still a 1 minute lap. Coming from Nords, this feels like a track for ants, right? Wait until you see the blimp camera. There you go. What a camera. Alright, seriously. It's a fantastic camera. Holy Audi fish. First, yeah, this is a fixed, so the Audi's quite good here on the fixed. Expect to see maybe 1 or 2 changes when it comes to the open session. Oh, hello. Who have we got here? Dan Mold is in the session, ready to jump up into the top 10. I reckon after this lap he's going to get, and we look at the rest of the times, I reckon he's going to jump straight up into 8th place. No, never mind, he's just gotten off track. So we'll make that 15th instead. $22nd. If he hadn't gone off the track, then he would have been much higher. At the moment, if you look at that top 10, the top 10 is separated. In fact, the top 11 is separated by 0.3 of a second. Expect this to be one of the most violent races of the season. Silverstone National forces you to be a pain in the ass to everybody. It forces you to get your elbows out. Silverstone is going to force you to not play fair with others. Alex, how are we doing today? Hope you're good, hope you're well. Camu, hope you are well too. So whereas racing on Nords is all about surviving, racing on Silverstone feels like a battle royale.
Makes no sense, mate. When I'm on a lap as well.
And of course we'll have the radio open for everybody as well. Just waiting to load into another session, so you're going to see a lot of people. I know you won't see it because you can't see what's happening in the sim, but everyone's going to be quitting out in a second. I did a quick test on it yesterday and I was doing low 59s as a 1.4k driver, so I'm expecting times will be tight here. Yes, for BSTV tomorrow, which let me just get the link up. So I do commentary for Backfire Simsport TV, as a lot of you already know, on Wednesdays. Goated layout, I agree, Logan. On Wednesday, tomorrow, expect to see the top 20, no, expect to see the top 30 separated by less than a second. That is my prediction for tomorrow. I do honestly think it's going to be that tight. A 4.2k strength of field with 18 cars on it. Right, and let's get everything set up. I'm going to be running a minute-long ad just while we load everything up, so don't worry, you won't miss anything. But blink and you'll miss qualifying. And also during the broadcasts, whilst the races and practice sessions and qualifying is going on, the camera will be off. This is to kid that I'm running a tight professional ship here. So welcome everybody to the TCR Challenge Top Split Strength of Field week number 7 at Silverstone National. My name is JayCaulls. It's a pleasure to be here with you. We have swapped the driver's seat for the commentary booth for Tuesdays as we get ourselves prepared for what is going to be a completely different experience to anything that you've seen in the last 7 days at the Nordschleife. Slider UK, thank you so much for the follow on the Twitch side. So today is going to be all about elbows out racing on this classic British Touring Car Championship track. There's 18 Fast and Furious races here, and already we have what is one of the better liveries I've seen. What a lovely looking Greg's machine we have, and in fact we're going to go on board right now for a very quick track guide with Daniel Dinsdale, car number 5. Let's get ourselves to it. So a sub 1 minute lap, a complete opposite to the 9 minutes that you'll be feeling at the Nürburgring combined at this absolute classic track. Dinsdale obviously doesn't think much of their first lap, but they are going to be breaking just past the 100 for Cops. People will be definitely sticking a wheel or two down the inside of there. Use plenty of the curb, but get yourself over to the right hand side as soon as possible as you approach 2 and 3 at Maggots. Before the curbing starts on the left hand side, get down on the brakes and delay your turn into Maggots. Use that paint from the Grand Prix circuit connected to the curb as your apex point. Use all of the track on the outside of Aintree and then race your way down to Wellington Straight, keeping to the right hand side towards turn number 4, Brooklands. About 75-60 meters from the end, you want to be braking, and once again another late apex. Don't cut that corner too much, it is an off track. Then left field reminds you of the last corner of Rudskogen. You're going to be taking it the same sort of way. A nice diamond on the throttle early, use all the curbing on exit, and we race towards Woodcote. As you go through, you can cut as much of that inside as possible, and literally that's it. That is it. That is your lap of Silverstone National, and that lap just there from Dinsdale gets him up to 7th place. But straight away, Carl Hardy right now with a shocking pole so far. We've got one more lap to go. We've got Dan Mould in 2nd place, Caneo in 3rd, and this is amazing. Gonzalo Fabi has gone into the lead. Gonzalo, who is... Oh, and Carl's had to bail on the lap, completely missing a braking point just there. We'll watch Gonzalo with this 2nd lap as Gordon Howell right now in 8th place sets a quickest out of everybody middle sector. Gonzalo Fabi set the quickest 3rd sector of the last lap. Carl Hardy actually on his 2nd lap there did set the fastest 1st sector out of everybody. Here we go. As Filippo Canello gets 1st, Gordon gets 2nd. And what's Fabi going to do here? And look, Daniel Dinsdale in the Gregsmobile is now in pole. Look at all those positions changing. How close it is between everybody right now. It's Dan Mould, but we're going to quickly watch. Can Gonzalo Fabi break British hearts? Can the Argentinian get himself into pole position for the race? Past the line, and Fabi goes 2nd. By 0.033 of a second. Dan Mould 58.674. Absolute dynamite. Dynamite lap there from the Audi as he starts practicing his starts there. That was brilliant. What a lap just there. Let's go through this as quick as possible, as Dan Mould is going to be your pole sitter for today, with Gonzalo sharing that 1st row. Then we've got Daniel Dinsdale, Johan Van Mira, Felipe Canello, Gordon Howell, Austin Cobb, Jamie Rushmore, Will Lyon and Carl Hardy occupying the final space on that top 10. 11th place we have Tyler Beaton in Bjorn Adibar. Then we've got Tristan Powell, Yuri Lackinen, Daniel Pluckford, Vladislav, Benji Williams and Sydney Hards occupying that final space there.
Jamie Rushworth. I haven't seen that name for a while.
This is the fixed Jung, so the Audi is a little bit OP here. But let's get ourselves ready for what is going to be an absolute dynamite race, I feel. Just waiting on Filippo to get onto the grid. Look at that for a blimp camera just there. Absolutely glorious. We've got one space left there in 5th place, waiting to get filled. So without any real hard braking zones, what are the best overtaking spots here? Brooklands, I would say Cops, you need to stick a wheel in. And yes, Brooklands would be the other one. Depending on if you leave any space onto the final corner, you can try and stick a tyre in there. But if you can ride the outside well enough, it should be enough to defend yourselves through the rest of the course. But here we go, folks. Get yourselves ready. Dan Mould in the lead as the lights are about to go out, and they do. And oh, some terrible starts just there. And Gonzalo Fabi is going to be going side by side with Mould into corner number 1. Dinsdale as well, and everyone keeps it nice and straight through there. And so far so good, no major incidents, though we are looking at going 3 wide just here. There's 3 Audis, they need to give each other spaces here, and there's a little bit of hustle bustle. Will Lion backs out and lets the other 2 get along with it, and look what happens. Lion gets onto the inside and steals the place from the 2 Audis he was battling with before. Sometimes just give the others room to fight and you can just take advantage of that one just there. Jamie Rushmore as well in front, making their way through, and we're going to be going single file, so now this turns into a battle of consistency and just trying everything that you can to get your opponents into a spot of bother. It is Gonzalo Fabi in the lead as we've got a crash a little bit further back. We'll see what happened with there shortly. Gonzalo Fabi with Dan Mould in second. We've got Daniel Dinsdale just behind in third, with Gordon Howell in fourth. Fifth place, we're going to be looking at the car of Felipe Cano with Jamie Rushmore in sixth place. Then we've got Johan van der Merwe in seventh. If I mispronounce any names, I don't care. Like, it's nearly a gimmick at this point. Will Lion in the Iron Brew car after a fantastic pass at the start, up one place in 8th. Carl Hardy in 9th and Austin Cobb in 10th. But let's have a quick look, see what happened with Bjorn earlier onto the first lap. He takes the inside, flushes out wide a bit, and ooh, a little bit. Oh, he just got killed by Hatsune Miku. I never thought I'd ever use that in a sentence on this stream. But left a little bit of a gap on the inside, and whoever is in the Hatsune Miku car, which I think might be Benji Williams. It is Benji Williams. Found a little gap there and stuck a nose in. We'll be seeing a lot of that over this week. Also, the exits to this corner here depend on how brave you want to get, as we got potentially, I thought I was Dan Mould about to jump in there for an opportunity of taking that lead there, but Dan's going to take the wide line, and Dan is going to have a perfect opportunity here to chase Fabi along the straight. Does he think he have enough in him to try and get a pass done here? He's gone in the inside, but oh, Fabi a bit of moving under braking there, but still a little bit of defence, and Dan just gives him a little tap on the rear just to say, keep that up, and I do have the pace to find a way past you. But Fabi keeps that going, but look at that trail of cars right now. It's if we just look at the rear of, or look what it looks like behind Gonzalo Fabi at the moment, it's just a snake, a gaggle of cars right now, all chasing down the Argentinian. This drone is really good at keeping up with all these cars. Very, very, very impressed. Could be an opportunity for some places behind. Dan Mould in second place. You can see he's taking such a wide line there just to give himself an extra bit of speed. Probably going to expect to see Gonzalo once again taking that inside line, but oh, Dan was looking at making a move then. Gonzalo once again going to that inside, and it's bunching up the cars behind him, which is giving an opportunity for the likes of Jamie and Caneo to get some battling going on. The outside line here does give you a lot more speed on the exit, and I tell you what, it's getting a lot closer in front. Dinsdale now has some company, and look behind, there's a couple which are considering going 2x2. He's got a wheel up the inside of Cops, and who's going to come out? Is it going to be the 8? Is it going to be the 5? It looks like we might have to go into maggots to find out what happens. Oh, and there's a little bit of a bump just there from Dinsdale onto the edge of Howell, but Howell keeps it onto the track, loses a shed load of positions, and Dinsdale on the radio apologising for that. Can't exactly give the place back though, because if he does, he loses another 5 behind. Look how close everybody is right now. So we have a look at Carl Hardy chasing down the Iron Brew car of Will Lion. There's plenty of battles going on a bit further behind. There's Pluckfun. It's going to be getting onto the inside there. Let's get to the chopper if we can. You can use that little cut on the inside. Shouldn't be a problem at all. Into Cops. Can the kinetic car Can the German get a run here on the New Zealander? Not quite, but I tell you what, it's such a close battle. There's already been many passes so far. The biggest winner in terms of passes is Vladislav just here, as well as Jamie Rushmore as well, both up 3 places. Down 6 is Bjorn Adibar, who's trying their best to get caught up to everybody else.
Mate, I will let it go.
As you can see, even though it's 4 seconds, it looks like absolute miles in front. And there we go, Carl Hardy on the outside in the silver Audi.
Thanks, mate.
With Howell from Norway getting themselves through. And I tell you what, Cobb and Beaton behind. Or Beaton Cobb, depending how you want to order those 2 sets of surnames. Swapping positions behind, but that might have been due to a few disconnections. We are only 6 minutes into this 20-minute race. And everybody is still, apart from Bjorn, within seconds of the leader. It is that close. If something big happens to anybody now, then there's going to be some potential big consequences here, and we could be looking at number 18 here. Bear in mind, number 18 means the 18th lowest I rating in this split. Is currently up into 6th place at the moment and has lost 2 places, so qualified even earlier. The gargantuan qualifying and race effort so far from the South African in the blue, white and red, chasing down Rushworth on camera right now. And everyone's spread out a little bit more now, so overtaking opportunities are going to be a little bit more sparse, but the one thing that's not sparse right now is the gap between, I was going to say the first 2, but it could be the first 3, could be the first 4, could be the first 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like, everybody is so close to each other right now. If somebody makes a move somewhere and goes too wide into a corner, you can expect the rest of the TCRs to just swarm around them like an angry swarm of bees and wasps. Behind Benji, finds a gap on the inside and looks like they're going to get that move done, but oh, Benji's going to have that inside, and that's exactly how Bjorn lost a few places last time. Looking for that up and under, might be able to grab it. On board with the Audi now, is going to have a nice little bit of slipstream here, then surely not going to throw it on the inside of Cops, are they? Surely not. Ooh, a bit later on the brakes, a bit quicker through the entry of that corner. But the Honda in front maximises themselves on the exit of it. The rest of the battle in a nice wide line just here. Means could take the inside, but tell you what, the Honda in front doing quite well to defend that. The Honda, however, is going to be more than a second away from Williams. Oh no, sorry, more than a second away from Pluckford. So this is going to be a good opportunity for this Audi we are on board with right now to take advantage of the Honda not having a slipstream in front. Meanwhile in front, ooh, so close on the bumpers there, literally pushing each other out the corner. Bear in mind, this is still a tough battle for Jura Lackland's 12th place. Jura Lackland, car number 10 in the Hydro Race Forces car right now, going through Cops with 2 extremely quick Audis following behind. And how close this battle is, this is probably the closest battle on the circuit at the moment. You're not quite, oh no, you're hitting a fantastic late apex there. Let's get on board with the car in the middle of this pack here. Trying their best to keep up with Jura, but looks like it could be a oh, Jura deciding to turn a little bit earlier for that one. Does mean they're going to be carrying a lot less speed on the exit. However, it's not enough for this Audi we are on board with right now to take advantage. Rides the inside of the curb, but Jura is going to speed away here, having diamonded the corner to get themselves more momentum on the exit. Meanwhile, the battle up here right now for Canelo's 4th place. Canelo, the DHL car here. With Rushford, Merwer, Lyon, Haug, Hardy, Beaton behind as well. All in their own little separate sets of battles here. The 18 possibly having a little bit of a look there. Maybe just trying to make 9 race in their mirrors and force a mistake. However, not enough. Oh, I didn't say that, but if 9 can just keep it nice and tight on that late apex there, they'll actually get a really nice run here on the Audi in front. But I tell you what, car number 18 here, Johan, could be looking at making a move here. Let's get onto the drone, see what happens. And it looks like number 9 slightly... I don't know if the back end went a bit awry there, but not enough for this Audi here to get an opportunity to get by. So the Audi's going to take and open that corner up a little bit more. They've got a space on the inside. The Elantra is earlier on the throttle, but depending on what the Audi does in front, the Audi's giving slipstream to the other one, but the Elantra just has enough pace to get by and lock out that right hand side. The Elantra feeling pretty confident that the Audi was not going to brake late and attempt to dive on that corner. And look at that nice little bit of Iron Brew sponsorship there. Bars, if you want to send me a couple of crates, I would absolutely love that. Thank you very much. "12 minutes into this 20-minute race, we are already on lap number 13. We have Gonzalo Fabi in front. Dan Mould losing the pace of the leaders slightly, and this is only going to play into 3rd place Daniel Dinsdale's hands. The Greg's Mobile with the wipers on just there, probably a little bit of dirt on the windshield there. It looks like Daniel's got a fantastic run out of this corner, and this could be a chance for them to get a move done. It's extremely close behind though. Look how close it is here though, and this is the fight for 4th place. Oh, perhaps a late dive just there from a number 8, but it's not going to be enough to get past the Iron Brew car in front of Will Lyon. Lyon waiting to see what happens with the Audi and Elantra in front. Number 9 and the number 18 are going to be looking at possibly trading some barbs just here to change the camera around a little bit. See what we can get coming up here. Is there going to be an attempt at a move? So close to the back. I'll tell you what, I think the Audi could have a run on the Elantra here. It's extremely close, and it is behind as well. And so we go too wide towards Maggots, and Eura should have it. We'll have a quick look and see how Eura managed to get that pass done. So it's going into turn 1 Cops, and I think we were about to get a up and under. No, number 7 just slowing a little bit too much on the inside, but does give Eura the space to battle on the outside, and Eura just using the outside line has enough pace to get the move done and not get involved with Vladislav and Pluckfun battling just behind. Thank you again to Backfire Simsport TV for letting me use their programs to broadcast this to you all today. We're going to go back to this battle up here because Jamie Rushmore right now up 3 places, but holding off a whole set of cars just here. And the Audi behind is trying every trick in the book to try and get a run on the Elantra. And I do feel that the Audi that's in front, that of Filippo Canello, who's also up a position at the moment, his slipstream might be enough for the likes of Jamie to keep pictured number 18 and number 3 behind. But what 18 needs to do here is get the move done as soon as possible. Try and get a pass in, because if not, Will behind will... no pun intended there, but will try anything he can to get up into that top 6. We have 5 minutes left. of this TCR Top Split Strength of Field Race Fixed variant. We will be carrying on streaming into the Open, which registration for that will open in 5 minutes time. This is a time for you lot as well to put a thumbs up on the stream if you're watching on YouTube, whether it's live or as a VOD afterwards, to see if I say horrible things about you. I swear I won't. Ish. Kinda. Gordon with a nice run on the outside of that corner. Could attempt a dive at will. He has 3-4 times this race put in the fake move on the inside in hopes of putting somebody off. Could potentially dive it on the inside here, but Will keeps it nice and closed and shut. Gordon might have to try and push Will out here, try and force Will to have enough momentum to get battling these in front. And I tell you what, Dan Mould in front as well has a Dinsdale problem behind. And further back, there's even more battling going on. Look how close these are. This is a great race so far, and even behind as well. You've got a few cars still getting all their battles in too, but it's still this battle at the moment, topping and tailing. Let's get on board with the car towards the back of this. Let's get to Gordon. Once again, just having to ride the slipstream of everybody else. Eventually he will put that audacious move in. Has to be careful though, because Carl Hardy, although Carl can be a bit more calculating with the moves and won't dive for the sake of diving, I would presume if Carl does see a gap that's big enough or somebody make a mistake, that will not stop them from trying to get a move in. And these two are back at it again. Wookie, how are we doing? Can't believe there's no Velosters. I can't believe it's not Butter either. So these two are going to carry on fighting into the corner. But Yura decides to jump out of it for now. Nothing more happens. Going to be coming up to the final couple of laps. And I'll tell you what, Dinsdale in that Greg's Mobile is catching rapidly with Mould. 0.15, it's not going to be enough for a dive just yet. If I was Dinsdale, I would probably fake a dive in, try and break that slipstream between Dan and race leader Fabi right now. It's getting closer and closer, so is this battle just here. Now Sydney Hard's on the inside. Look at the great amount of room that they're all leaving for each other there, but no one's getting a pass done here. Speaking of, it's getting mighty close. All that weaving on the back straight from Gordon might be knackering up the tyres a bit. Enough for perhaps Carl Hardy to perhaps have a go. But once again, it's that yellow Elantra which is just keeping everybody behind them at the moment. Jamie is doing a fantastic job here. Carl Hardy, though, has a bit of a run on Gordon. Is it going to be enough to put a dive on the inside? I tell you what, I would not blame him if he did. And Carl conserves it. But because of the traffic up ahead, both himself and Gordon catch back up to everybody else. Look at the amount of speed Carl has here. Is he going to attempt a pass here at the inside of Cops? No, he still won't. He still won't. Don't know what he's waiting for, but we've got 2 laps left. The laps are that short. Even with a minute left to go in the race, we've still got time for 2 more laps. It is Gonzalo Fabi as your leader, with Dan Mould and Daniel Dinsdale behind, occupying the rest of those podium positions. You're watching the fixed race. We do have the Open happening afterwards. Registration for that opens in 2 minutes. Is Carl going to attempt something here? Nope. It always looks like Gordon's going so quick through that corner and is really pushing that Audi to its absolute limits. You can see with little bits of smoke coming out of the wheels as the car leaves the floor, tripods, and lands back down again. Everyone deciding to play in the sand as well on their way past. A little bit further behind, and there's still a lot more fighting back towards the rear, and this has allowed Bjorn after their accident earlier to jump in. And I tell you what, we're going to get ourselves a drag race here. I'm keeping a close watch for the top line in case something happens up there. But they're both going to be side by side. This could be perfect for Bjorn and Hards behind. They both keep it together. And oh, it's literally a shaving. It's going to allow Hards an opportunity to perhaps get a move done at Maggots. Hards just behind, taking that outside line. Atsumiku has the inside. They've all been so respectful of each other here, leaving so much pace. But Hards will have the more pace going out of that corner. The Honda on the inside has kept to the left-hand side to give Hards a bit more slipstream into the next corner before the Honda slips to the inside. Hards is going to take the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact just there, but it's not done yet.
Big race side.
And great sets of moves done there.
Yeah, great drive there again, Joe.
And Gonzalo Fabi gets the win there. That battle was so close there. We ended up missing the actual finish to that one, but Fabi gets the win with Mould in second.
Yeah, really good.
And Dinsdale getting third place. Everybody else makes their way over the line. Brilliant racing from all. Battles all over the grid to the point where it actually made me completely lose track of the finish. But Fabi breaks British hearts and gets the win.
Yeah, good race
for Argentina. So final classification for the race. The top 12 separated by 9.5 seconds. Gonzalo Fabi gets the win with Dan Mould in second place. Daniel Dinsdale in third with Filippo Caneo in fourth. And Jamie Rushworth with a fantastic defensive effort there in fifth place. Beaten away Mary, Lyon, Haug, Hardy, Beaton, Cobb and Vladislav. Outside the top 12, we've got Jura Larkinen, Daniel Pluckford, Tristan Powell, Sidney Hards, Benji Williams and Bjorn Adebar. We've got the rest of the cars going into the pits now. Let's have a quick look, and I'll even come back on cam just for you lot. Let's have a quick look at any of the incidents in that race, and only one really is coming out, and that is the incident involving Bjorn Adebar early in the race. Let's get over to a chopper view. This was on the exit of Brooklands. Adebar in the kinetic car at the bottom of your screen there. 14 going off and still technically on the track, and it looked like Bjorn maybe have just closed the gap a little bit too much. We'll be watching from this angle. I don't know, it's a little bit netcodey as well, so very unlucky on Bjorn's part, but Bjorn carried on with the race and nearly got some positions back. But that was the only crash highlight that I've been given. However, we are going to watch the race start, and Gonzalo Fabi from the start getting overthrowing Dan Mould for that first place. Just a much cleaner start there. Dan goes to the outside, even to the point where Dinsdale has a go at Dan Mould, but from that point onwards, the top three, no positions changing between those three until then. In fact, Daniel did get involved with another driver catching up to him at some point, which actually I'm pretty sure I should be able to find somewhere, I would have thought. There's a lot of people. There we go, Gordon. That's Gordon. Yes, this might be it here. Yes, so Dinsdale on the inside just there. Car number 5. Gordon number 8. Dinsdale did go on radio and apologise for their move, but we get to see exactly what happened here. It didn't happen at Cops. I think it happened towards Maggots. So Gordon with the outside line here, which means that they're going to have a little bit more pace. But Dinsdale on the throttle a little bit sooner. Off track there from number 8, but both back on. Then getting into turn number 2. And kind of looked like there was probably more of a... Did Hal Gordon come off the curbs? potentially shape how that one went. Just having a quick look. Give me 2 seconds. Watch this at a quarter speed. So coming out of Cops, we'll jump into the next session very shortly. Get yourselves in the open. So on board right now with Dinsdale. What happened here looked like either Dinsdale delaying their turn-in for the corner too much, or Gordon going across the track too soon. However, the sausage curb, the big pink/red curb on the left-hand side, just there, could have dismantled Gordon's, and it looks like Gordon kind of went across there, in all honesty. I think number 5 was probably, that was 5's line into that corner. I'm not a steward though, so don't take my word for it, but I feel that might have just been a bit more of a mistake from 8 than 5 sort of diving in and taking out. But that's just my opinion on it. Right. Let us leave this fixed session. Congratulations again to Gonzalo Fabi for the win. Dan Mould and Daniel Dinsdale as well for the rest of the podium positions. And let's get ourselves ready for the open race, which the open at the moment, just having a quick look for it so we can at least sign up for one of the practice sessions. Open at the moment has 14 signed up, but that will at least double with 3 friends in the practice session. So let's jump into that one. Happy days, Peter, my first race with you guys. Hell yeah, man. Congratulations, Tyler. Brilliantly done. Hopefully you and a few of us get to watch the broadcast afterwards and see exactly how everything went. We're just loading into the practice session now for the open. And there's plenty of fast names in here already, including a load that you lot will see on Backfire Simsport TV. If you're not already subscribed to Backfire Simsport TV's YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you do so. Me and Pete Bingham do commentary there every single Wednesday on their channel, and it's great fun. So they are at Silverstone National this week. So imagine 40 TCR going around Silverstone National in 3 20-minute races. God damn it, Barnsley. In 3 20-minute races. You can't miss it. It will be on around this time will be probably the end of the second race. But check it out. Get subscribed to their channel and put a thumbs up on this stream right here. Subscribe down to YouTube. Jump over to Twitch. Make sure you're following on Twitch as well. Just like Sly Derek did. Thank you so much, Sly, for throwing over the follow on the Twitch side. Right then, let's get trading paints loaded back up. As Jeff should be using one of the best liveries you've ever seen. No cap, as the kids say, right? Right, over to the practice timing. And a 58.4. Jeez. That's impressive. That's very impressive. Get some more ratings up because there's a lot of 7.2k rated. Effing Critchley. Wow. What a time as well. And it's Jeff Saunders in second place at the moment in the Audi. Howdy. Come on, special paint. Let's get the practice track up as well. Ah, looks like my trading paints doesn't want to work again. I don't know why my trading paints keeps doing this. Infinity advanced options, re-download paints, let's hit that. See what we can do. All files up to date. It's re-downloading. How's everybody else's day today? Whether you're on Twitch or YouTube, talk to me. Hopefully everyone's having a fantastic start to their week, or that's at least going as smoothly as possible. Yeah, it doesn't want to download the paints. That is really weird. Do I need to download an update? Or something? Could it be that? Let's have a quick look at the site. Install downloader. Download trading paints. Give me 2 seconds to load all this up. Trading paints installation. Missing the warm days we had last week in the UK. Oh, weekend's gonna be so warm. So warm. Right, I want to remove trading paints. Right, there we go. And Dan, thank you so much for
Dan TV just rated with 1 viewers.
Thank you so much for throwing the raid over. How did your race go? Praise the sun. If it's over 17 degrees Celsius, then I'm done for. Right, let's re-download Trading Paints. So it actually works. 17th to 10th, not bad. Not bad at all. Right, I'm going to have to quickly click yes on that again. Launch Trading Paints, and hopefully it re-downloads everything. And yes. Okay, start Trading Paints, the system startup? No. Automatically refresh paints? No. Save. 28 to 36. Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. Thank you, Orbit. Give me 30s? No. No. We cannot. I reject that request. Anyway, Jeff, third place Jeff is. Jeff is absolutely motoring around here. It's obviously a strong circuit for them. Is it back up as well whilst we're doing all this? Stephen Hurd on the see his livery works for some reason. Stephen Hurd second fastest on the circuit at the moment by 0.008 of a second. In the SRG car, we have about 17 minutes left to get signed up for the session. So, having a quick look, I need updated numbers because it's not 14 now. Can't only be 14 people signed up so far. There we go, 27 signed up so far, so that's 2 splits. There's going to be enough to get a third split, easy. Gonzalo Fabi, your winner from the TCR Fixed. Once the session properly starts for the TCR Open, the camera will be off. Oh, plenty who you lot will recognise from the BSTV broadcast. We've got Carl Hardy back in here. Actually in his BSTV paint. We've got a load of others, but I think they're in the other session actually. We can fit into number 2. Let's get into number 2. Number 2 is where we're going to get a few more faces in. Find them. It's not giving me any names. Let's go over to that. Ah, there we go. Sorted. It's not swapped me over to session 2 yet, so. But Ross McFarlane has grabbed top time in the practice session. A 58.3. It would not surprise me if he somehow found a way to get into the 57s. Honestly. This has triggered a chain reaction. Oh, and there's a wild Veloster on the course. The first Veloster we have seen. Stephen Walker about to get a lap in by the looks of it. Where's that going to put them? Into a battle with car number 6. Which is Stephen Brandwood. Oh, and a little bit of door banging there. I don't think Stephen's happy with having to battle somebody on the track. Looks for that up and under. Is there going to be receipts? I hope not, because this is only a practice session. He's going to go for the send. Oh, maybe not. And the quick fit Napa Veloster makes her way through. Don't know if this is going to count their lap, but it'll be very interesting to see what they do for the next one in the Veloster. This is a really short track, so there could be a chance that the Veloster could finally come good this week. We'll see. Stephen Walker currently running 5th place. Time a quick look at the sectors to see if we get any greens or purples on there. Thank you to the 39, by the way, who are watching on both Twitch and YouTube. As Charlie Lord, praise be, goes up to 13th. Let's get onto the inside of Stephen's car here. We see what Stephen sees. Gets himself in, and they're not lighting the place on fire with their times at the moment. We could see a slight improvement of 58.46 or 48 even turns into a quick look. No, 3 tenths off. 3 tenths off. There we go, so just looking through a few things at the moment. But yeah, the Veloster still struggling this season. As we saw through the fix, the Audi seems to be one of the cars to go, though the Elantra is fighting along quite hard with it. When it comes to the Open, you got all three brands sort of occupying that top 5 positions at the moment. The Audi, I think, might be slightly faster than the Honda here this week. But you could qualify and practice as quick as you can, get really good times, but when it comes to the race, you need to be locked in for 20 minutes because people will literally poke and try and stick a wheel in and do anything and everything to try and put you off. There we go. And let me just quickly put the TCR link into the race chat as well.
Might finally get in one to make a pit of myself.
How many Velocitors will be in there, mate? That's the question. Good for you, Stephen.
He knows he's on camera. Look at that. Look at that. Diva. We go Carl Hardy in the Pure Sims Honda Civic. Find themselves at the moment 8th place. Carl nearly had a shock pole position in the fixed race. Was leading the race, was leading the way after the first sets of laps. And we're just like, we're going to see Carl on pole. But once again, shocked with how good Jeff's times were. Extremely good times there. That's a bit of an off track though, but I'm a bit annoyed the paint's not loading up. Jeff goes in, car number 12, tucking in behind, which is Gordon. Gordon, one of the faster cars on the fixed, unfortunately got into an altercation with Dinsdale, which sent him back a load of positions. Also got John Sandstrom. I'm a bit disappointed I haven't seen any BTCC drivers in. I would have thought maybe I've seen one or two jumping onto... I stand corrected. There's one. There is one. So we have Ricky Collard in the session. In fact, we should be in number 2. There we are. Cool. There we go. Ricky Collard is in the session. Driving the Audi, got that Power Max livery on. As Ollie Payne gets up to 11, it'll be interesting to see where Collard ends up coming here. So Ricky Collard starting their first lap and straight away giving some style points out to everybody else.
Say hello to
Straight
a
into
new
the wall.
subscriber.
Arian 555
Arian.
just subscribed for 16 months. Defo get an old dog. J.U. how Aru.
Wow. Good to see you, Arian. Thank you so much for the 60 months, mate. How are you today? I hope you're good. Hope you're well. Thank you again, mate. Hope you are... seeing Instagram, looks like you're having a great time with life at the moment. Happy for you, man. There we go. Collard in the pits just there. To my knowledge, looking at everyone who's in this session at the moment, only real driver on the grid right now. We've got Tony Walker on track as well for the Spectre 6. You see 15 white hairs on my beard. Now that is a lie. There's at least 20. There's Tony Walker going to get on this one. This is going to be Tony's... oh no, this is going to be Tony's first lap coming up. We have 7 minutes left to get into the session. If you don't have iRacing, a TCR, and want to get in on the action, there are 45 people currently signed up, which means 3 separate splits. So if you're fed up of being in top split all the while, and you haven't raced TCR yet this season, then you need to get in now, because 3 splits, 3 different winners, 3 different strengths of field. Get yourselves in. If we can get another 14 people in the next 7-8 minutes, then that'll be 4 splits. Just some colonised structure I was enjoying. Pictures look great, man. They look great. Was that just all pictures from your phone, or have you got a proper camera taking those? Oh, Arian, did you want to be on stream when we made your character for the BU, or did you mind if we made it off without you here? It's up to you. I can wait. But I'm looking at perhaps starting the BU next month at some point. All on phone, hell yeah, man. Alright, 47 signed up. Got Andy Littler on here as well. Doing it this week. Yes, we got a bank holiday weekend, so I'll be on 2K on Friday, and I think quite a lot of Sunday as well. Possibly Monday, because I'm off on Monday too. And Federico behind in a gorgeous Audi livery, by the way. That is a great livery. I'm a fan. We've got Demis in here as well, back in the Racing Forces livery. If you're wondering what me and Arian are talking about there, so on the Twitch side of things, I'm very big into getting you lot involved in the games. This includes creating you in games as well. So for in the pro wrestler, in some cases non-pro wrestler fans as well, we can get you created in the latest WWE game, set it to AI versus AI, and we'll just watch you all beat the crap out of each other. It's great. We've been doing it since 2016. People keep coming back. So if that sounds like your sort of thing, get over to the Twitch, because we are looking at doing that every Monday and every Friday in the near future. Meanwhile, those on Twitch right now, we are also live on YouTube, so get yourself over to YouTube, where we've got a TCR guide to Silverstone National, as well as every Tuesday we got a strength of field broadcast. Don't worry, the camera goes off when the sessions properly start. Friday if you do, or weekend if next week, I'll leave it to you. Okay, no worries. I was so angry in seeing Punk Mania because that was my complete theme. Oh, the Ring of Honor one. Yeah. Oh, didn't know it was in the session, but we're not in the right one, so we can't jump in. Anyway, Ricky Collard is back on track. I know a lot of you are going to be very interested to see how he does. It's 2 personal bests, by the way, in Sector 1 and Sector 2. So Collard could be going in to try and get that top 10. He's using the Doble scheme at the moment, taking a very wide line there. So could be looking at making the next lap an even quicker lap. Oh, the attire, right, gotcha. Excuse me. Lord goes up to 17th, taking it from Payne. Both swapping positions by the looks of it. Beaton goes up to 8th place, and another power slide from Collard. How's your rejoin? Bit of kitty litter collection as well. And the orange Audi flashes in front and nearly gets a rear panel taken off them for their efforts. And that is... oh, it's Vladislav as well. Vladislav, who's currently 6th fastest at the moment. How did you find Mania? To me, it was completely mid. First day, I thought was terrible. Like, I couldn't connect with it at all. Second day was much better. I really liked day 2, to be honest. It had a little bit of everything. I don't think there was a match on day 2 where I did not like. So, oh, bit of battling behind here. But McFarlane still... he has actually gone a little bit faster. 58.174. We were just watching this here because I have a feeling something's going to happen. You have 3 minutes to get yourself in the session if you're not already. And, ooh, the 50 losing it a little bit there. And there's 55 in the session. We just need 5 more people to sign up. And then we've got another split on top of that. Been they messed up putting the right matches on which days. Yeah, it's still, like, on paper should have been good matches. Just the build wasn't great for some of it. I feel celebrities shouldn't get involved with main events. Like, if it was the same celebs, but they were getting involved with the mid-card, fine. I would have no problems with that. But I think for main events and stuff, like, days of being able to get, like, Mr. T on there and the NFL players and stuff like that, like, can't do that anymore. I can't remember if Tyson was part of Mania, though, like, the main event. I might need to be corrected on that one, but... Pat thing, yeah. I reckon it should have been someone else, but they called an audible at the last moment. But, you know. Well, just having a quick look, and we are going to have... I'm just waiting for it to say we've got 60, we've got 56 signed up, we've got 40 seconds to go. HBK Austin, so that would have been... I don't know, you've watched them all. 14, 15? Anyway, bring on Backlash. Jane Scott goes second quickest, by the way. Jane Scotton, who since the start of the season we've been doing this, has won a fair few of the open races. We got everyone getting ready to jump in to next session. Charlie Lord, meanwhile, 20th quickest, 3.1k, might not make top split. I'm looking at the names who are in this session right now. There's some quick people in here. Once again, if you haven't already, put a thumbs up on the session, on the YouTube channel. Subscribe as well. Go for it. Be my guest. Follow on the Twitch too. Got the TCR code, which is in the video description below if you're on YouTube. If you're not, then and you have iRacing, and if you have iRacing, there's a TCR community Discord for you just there. Hey David, how we doing? Young Jay, I don't feel it. Are you okay? Yeah, not too bad, thank you. We're getting there. Just about to get started with the open race. About just under 60 people registering for it. Let's get ourselves in. Can't be right. It's only saying that there's one split. Right, let's get everything set up for the next race. There will be an ad or two playing on the Twitch side. But I promise you won't miss anything. Wow, 4.2k strength of field. Jesus. Yeah, a couple of issues at home, hence not racing this week. No, that's fair enough, man. Real life's more important than our fake racing world. So, welcome in to the TCR Open Top Split Strength of Field race at Silverstone National. This is week number 7. I am JayCaulls. It's a pleasure to meet you all if you're here for the first time. If it's not the first time you're here, then welcome back. Hope everyone's enjoying the Strength of Field broadcast so far this season. It's been great to see literally hundreds of you tuning in, whether live or watching the VODs afterwards. Long may it continue. Leave a like on the VODs on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and come follow over on Twitch as well. Especially for if you like your racing, it's all racing on YouTube. If you like other things as well, then we might have something else for you on the Twitch side. We come here after a very interesting Nords week. 9-minute laps. We substitute them right now for sub 1-minute laps at Silverstone National. We have 19 drivers in this split right now, and your eyes are not deceiving you, because right there in the background is a Veloster. Finally, we have a Veloster on the screen, giving us a quick little show of how loose its back end can get, because sometimes we love a little bit of a loose back end. At the bottom of the screen is the names of those who are closest to the line at the moment. If you see little purple sectors, segments in there, they are the quickest out of everybody in this session. If they're green, they are personal bests. Once they pass the line the first time, we're ready for their first lap. But let's get on board with Stephen Walker for a quick preview of Silverstone National as we go through Woodcote right now. You can cut this corner as much as possible before we start the lap. Despite a famous Horner once saying you can't stick a wheel on the inside of cops, in these touring cars you're going to see plenty of it. Braking just past the 100, stick yourself close to the inside, use plenty of the curb, but on exit you need to get yourself to the right hand side to get ready for turn number 2 and maggots. High speed, straight brake in before the curbing starts on the left, brake down, delay your turning if you can and hit that apex where the Grand Prix paint touches the curb. Go as wide as you can on entry for the exit so that you straighten out the wheel as much as possible and race down the Wellington Straight as we go down towards turn number 4 Brooklands. You want to be looking in between the 150 board, preferably the 60, imaginary 60, to get yourself braking in for Brooklands. A much tighter corner than I'd recommend, but this is just turn number 1 as a short stab at throttle and then turn and keep yourself locked around Diamond in Luffield, using as much of the curb as possible on the exit. As you sprint towards the line, once again you can cut across as much as that inside as you can of Woodcote, and there is your lap of Silverstone National. After the first set of laps have gone in, Ross McFarlane is so far the quickest of them all, with a faster than everybody, literally purple sectors in 1, 2 and 3. Your maker of P1 Docks, one of the premier TCR sets that you can buy online. It's this man making them, and look how fast they are helping him achieve. As he goes round, he's just set a personal best on sectors 1 and 2. It's probably going to be the third as well. Jaden Scott in the JC Academy car, a lovely looking car that, if I say so myself, is the closest, trying to overthrow Ross. Ross is going to go past the line. Was originally 58.141, could be even quicker and just short of 57 seconds. But Jaden goes over the line. Can he get any quicker here? Looks like it's some personal bests. Goes within 2 tenths. Ross McFarlane is on fire, with Jaden Scott in second place and Demis Tischler in third at the moment. But we've got plenty on the circuit right now, including this man right here, JD Rodriguez, the second highest iRating in the split at the moment, at 6.3k. This could be JD's chance to shine. I think this is just their first lap as well, so expect them to go neatly into the top 10 after their first lap. No, only 14th. They've got it all to do here. 7 tenths off as Beaton goes up to 14th, relegating Rodriguez down a further place to 15th. At the moment it's McFarlane, Scott and Titular and Vladislav at the moment in that top 4, with Sam Blees in 5th place. The Veloster, the only Veloster on the grid. Stephen Walker 7th place at the moment. We'll see what Kevela and Tang are driving very, very shortly, but keeping a watch of Rodriguez, and it's a personal best in sector 1. Sector 2 is a personal best as well. So far so good. How quick can Rodriguez get? I'm having a look at the rest of the times which have been set, and in all honesty we could be looking at a top 5 time here, as JD gets past the second to last corner, cuts across Woodcote. And how high is Rodriguez going to get? The Spaniard goes up to 11th, only 11th. I feel they're going to be a little bit disappointed with that one, in all honesty. But your grid for today, Ross McFarlane takes pole position with Jaden Scott joining them on row 1. Row 2, Demis Tichler and Vladislav. Row 3, Sam Blees and Gordon Howell, with Stephen Walker and Johan Van Miller on row number 4. Row 5 is Benji Williams and Kyle Hardy, with JD Rodriguez and Stephen Hurd on row 6. 7 is occupied by Anton Shiznikov and Jamie Wilson, Tyler Eaton and Sydney Hards on row number 8. Row 9 is Kerelet and Andrew Petty, with Robert Tang occupying that final position.
Yes, good luck up.
great qualifying session there from Ross McLaren, just short of getting into the 57 seconds. Could not have been any closer, and look at that view of the Silverstone National right now. I don't think there's many other circuits on the iRacing calendar where you can be that zoomed out from the action on the blimp view. We're just waiting for JD Rodriguez to get onto the grid, and that should be everybody on. And here we go, the engines are coming on. We're going to centre on Jaden Scotton before we get to turn number 1. Who has the best start here? And there's a couple who are rolling the tyres, and Ross has a fantastic start. So does Jaden Scotton, and Jaden keeps up. There's a lot of cars going off the track, including Stephen Walker, decided to turn the Veloster into the world's most expensive lawnmower. Ross and Jaden, wow, Jaden keeping up so well with Ross at the moment on these open sets. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Jamie Wilson has a black flag, possibly for a jump start, but look how close everybody is now. We need to go a little bit further back, maybe in a chopper. And everybody, oh, nearly a little bit of movement just there with these cars. We've got another Iron Brew car on the field. And at the moment it's Ross, Jaden, Gordon, Stephen Walker, Vladislav, Sam Blees occupying your top 6 at the moment. And that's straight away Jamie Wilson electing to go early for the pit. We've got a potential overtake back there. It is Kevela getting overtaken just there by Sydney Hards. But look at everything that's going on ahead. There's plenty of missed braking zones. I just heard a car just get hit there, and it's something going on here in front, and looks like we could be going at 6 wide, 3 wide into Brooklands, depending on how everyone chooses. How is everyone's destiny? Is Carl having to let Sam know he was there somehow, because that could have ended up really nasty. 3 wide, and there's a lot of bustling, and that's the number 3. Stephen Hurd squeezing on the left hand side and causing a slight spin just there. It looks like they've managed to get back onto the circuit, but now they find themselves towards the back and having to fight their way back up. 6th place at the moment is Johan, coming with the extraordinarily quick Sam Blees behind, but further behind going into Maggots we've got a bit of a Constantina. Everyone manages to keep themselves safe with a little bit of fighting behind, and that's going to be Anton Shiznikov losing a place to Stephen Hurd, most likely. However, in front, Sam Blees on the inside of car number 17. And Sam gains the position. Still a position down after the fantastic starts from Gordon Howe and Stephen Walker. The fights continue, even as back as Andrew Petty right behind Tyler Beaton right now. Everyone has each other's slipstreams at the moment, so it's making it a little bit harder to get that overlap, to give yourself the belief that you're going to get those moves done. And that's Kevela into the pit lane with a meatball flag as well. Let's have a look, see if we can find out how much of a start Jamie Wilson had here. He apparently jumps the start. Oh, there it is. Just lets go of the brake a little bit too soon. Gets a penalty for it. At the moment, Sydney right behind the car number 13, but car number 13 having a fantastic run out of the corner. But once again, it's just a case of you've got to wait for somebody else to make a mistake. Luckily, corner coming up, Cops going to get plenty of people either braking too late, too early. And I'll tell you what, Andrew, right at the back of 11, might be enough here to potentially try and get a move in. Is it going to be enough? Andrew lifts off a little bit earlier just to give a bit of space. And a nice curl in. But not enough to get onto the inside of 11. Further in front, there's still plenty of battling going on. Ross McLaren pulling away a 1.1 second gap on Jaden Scotton. Oh, the car behind there, I think that was Rodriguez. It was. Losing a little bit of ground there to car number 17, but getting straight back onto the throttle and catches it back up. Stephen Walker off the start. Going off the track. This is once again from the start. Was it to get some avoidance of some of the cars in front? Yep, it's Sam just there. And it's Gordon Howe getting into the way as well. And that's a... I mean, if this was real stewarding, car number 6 probably would have been told to give... or car number 5 in them probably would have been told to give that position back. But number 5 and the car in front getting a fantastic start just there. Demis Tichler and the Racing Forces car behind, chasing down Hatsune Miku. We've already seen Hatsune Miku get into a squabble with somebody on the previous race. Not quite close enough for the Racing Forces Audi to get a move done on the inside there. You see just how close they all are in front as well. Johan doing a fantastic job here, despite being ranked car number 17th in this lobby. That's the 3rd lowest iRating car. Is battling along here with car number 2 and car number 4. Yo, Cutty Corny.
Just rated with 39 viewers.
Hope you are good. Hope you are well. Welcome to the Strength of Field broadcast for TCR Virtual Challenge. At the moment, we are on our open race around Silverstone National in the touring cars. Best series on iRacing. Don't at me. How did your stream go today? I hope it went good. Hope it went well. So far, some real close action all over the grid, even far back here. Got cars second guessing themselves if they want to be making moves into some of these corners. There's quite a lot of Audis on the grid at this moment in time. A lot of the Hondas are pushing back. What was you racing today, Kurt and Corny? Saying that, there's a lot of Nürburgring practice this week, isn't it? So let's get ourselves onto the inside of one of the chasing cars. Johan at the moment has JD right behind now, and JD looking for any mistake that Johan can make. JD deciding to go a little bit wider on corner entry to straighten out the wheel a little bit more, and I feel this has to be the chance now where Stephen Hurd gains another place, going up to 14th place. I can't drive, only NOS. Ah, right. Oh, and the audacious dive has gone in, but JD has to keep it on the inside, and they do. Wow. Fantastic job and pass. We're going to have take another look at that, because that was perfectly done there. Meanwhile, behind, Williams overtaking Tichler as well. So they're going to get a drag race to the finish. This could be a battle that goes off into cops as well. Oh, and I tell you what, the back end just there of Williams nearly taking off the front of Tichler. We need to have another look at that pass from JD, because that was absolutely fantastic. Brilliant stuff. We will get over to the chopper cam here. JD in the black, red and yellow. It's usually between the 150 board, just picks his space, lunges it on the inside. Looking for the up and under behind from the 17, but they don't manage to get it. JD rushes to the apex of that corner, gets the defensive maneuver in, and gains another position. Brilliant. Massive thank you to Backfire Simsport TV, by the way, where you can actually see Cutting Corny's racing team jumping into the TCR Challenge Cup in Backfire Simsport TV in its 24th season. You can see Dietmar Hus and René Earhart as well, flying the flag for Corny. After 2 podiums and a P6 Brands Hatch, it's time to sleep. That's fair. I hope you get plenty of sleep. Thank you once again for throwing your beautiful viewers over to this channel. My camera will be back on after the race, I promise, and get yourself plenty of sleep. Thank you again. Johan now having to defend from Carl Hardy behind. Carl Hardy, someone else you will see in the Backfire Simsport League. Making his way round, and unless he can somehow make something happen on the outside of left field, I don't think it's going to happen at all. Short, hello, how are we doing? Hope you're good, hope you're well. Oh, Carl Hardy has a fantastic run here though. Look at the pit lane, we see them all coming past. Carl not able to get the move done there. How do I find last year's sheet? Just type up Mega Sheet in the Discord and it might come up with a link there. So I used to put the Mega Sheet in when I finished a show, didn't I? For tomorrow's league race, it's going to be great, isn't it? Currently only halfway through at the moment. We have Ross McFarlane in the lead, who's already looking to overtake Kev Aylett. Kev Aylett, who went out a bit earlier in the race, and we can actually find out exactly what happened. Just seeing how easy Kev's making it.
Move right in a second. You get her.
There we go, Kev letting the leader go through. And we'll have a quick look to see exactly what happened with Kev, because Kev apparently went off track somewhere. And it turned into a bit of a nasty crash. So Kev on the inside here, up the inside of Cops, and there's a little bit of touch just here, and oh, actually loses connection a bit, spins. Oh, that's a strange one. It looked like nobody was able to see what happened there. And with that would have given Kev the meatball. They managed to drive over to the pits and get all that repaired. But we've got a major battle going on at the moment at Silverstone National, as Carl Hardy once again getting closer and closer to Johan van der Merwe. Merwe? Maybe? Sorry. Hey Lednor, Silverstone National short version, yes. So we've gone from 9-minute laps at Nürburgring to less than a minute per lap. And I thought I had it where it would show the laps coming up at the side, but it doesn't seem to be doing it, so I'm not sure why that isn't doing that, to be honest. But quickest lap so far of the race is a 58.045 from Ross McFarlane at the moment. Ross absolutely killing it out there. I presume that's going to be Ross just there. Stephen Walker, meanwhile, is really pushing that Veloster to its absolute limits right now. Veloster up in 4th place. We'll have to get some words from Stephen either during this stream today or with Backfire Simsport TV's interviews tomorrow night. But Stephen absolutely pushing the hell out of that thing. Up 3 positions from a fantastic start, with Vladislav and Sam Blees behind, fighting it out for the right to face Stephen Walker. 1v1 at the Thunderdome for the last 7 minutes. Also behind Carl Hardy, looking for a move here, but I tell you what, it's getting closer and closer. All it'll take is just how you exit one corner, and then that could literally sort everything out for you. Stephen Hurd slowly making their way back after an incident, putting them back to 17th. And that's actually Petty in front, getting in front of car number 11. I didn't see how that pass happened. Might have it just here. We do. Let's have a quick lap. So it looks like it was at Maggots. And the number 11 going a little bit too wide just there, collecting a bit of the grass. And Andrew Petty's exit was just far more superior, getting so much more speed in that Audi as well. And they get the move done before they even reach Brooklands. Just to let people know who are new on the Twitch side, we are also live on YouTube. Let's get as many people going over there as possible and putting a thumbs up on. And oh, Stephen Hurd having to back out of that one last moment. Let's get on board to the car behind and see exactly how Stephen Hurd's looking at getting past this number 11. We're on board right now with Sydney Hards. Hards at the moment up one position, 15th place. Stephen Hurd ahead, and Stephen Hurd was perhaps looking at maybe getting a dive in there. Instead, Stephen's going to take a very wide line. I'll tell you what, the number 11 not having a good corner out there at all. Could potentially see the SRG car in front making a move. Nope, looks like it's not going to be happening, but we do have to quickly rush on over to Vladislav. At the moment, it's got Sam Blees within fighting position. YouTube deployed. Oh, thank you so much, Rich. I appreciate that. See if we can get over 20 thumbs ups on the YouTube stream.
Oh, God, I think you have this. No place. 35.
Don't know if that was... I didn't get what was said just there. I think he's actually giving the place to Carl. If Carl says thank you. Ah, so, yeah.
Please, please.
So Hardy given the position by 17. And Blees is finally passed as well by the looks of it. I'm going to quickly go in front. It could be too wide. Oh, and that is so close. Into the corner. Sam gets the job done. But I don't think that battle's done yet. The car number 8 taking a horrendous amount of off-track there. Could be enough to get by the side. Sam has to be really good with his braking here. The Audi going to be taking a wider line of entry so that they can get more speed to the exit. And I think Sam's going to have a move to try and defend by the end of the Wellington Straight. Look at that time up there. 1.7, 1.6, 1.5, 1.4. The Audi is surely going to try and put a move in here. Nope, not quite. There's Titchland meanwhile apologising on the mic. Didn't see exactly what happened there, but doesn't look like it's anything anything too violent. However, this is where the big battles are at the moment, and everyone having to check up there. A lot of Constantinas going on at the moment. And Stephen just cannot get past the number 11 of Tyler Beaton. And this would be a major accomplishment for Beaton if he can somehow stay in front of the SRG driver of Stephen Hurd. Well, Kev still directing traffic at the moment.
They're right. Thank you, mate.
Obviously, Kev doesn't have to stop on the corners or anything like that, but he's still going as if... well, you never know if anyone else is going to end up getting a crash in at some point. So Stephen Walker coming up, so Kev very likely going to let him through on there as well. Let's get the live battles out on the... Oh no, there is no battle here technically, so... Sam Blees trying to chase down Stephen Walker, but still has Vladislav close behind. In fact, less than 3/10. Any single mistake here and it's going to give Vladislav a major overtaking opportunity here. Stephen Walker's going to be putting those flashes out on Kev very shortly, I feel.
Go right, Stephen, go right. You might as well go right.
Now, what's Kev going to do here? Kev's actually going to put the brakes on here and let a load of cars through. There is a close battle going on right at the back here with Kev nearly parking it on the apex. Just gets it stopped in time, and that's good awareness there from Kev, realising that it is literally a train of cars coming by. But such a fascinating battle going on here. Stephen did end up getting the move done in the end, by the way. So let's have a quick look how Stephen got the move done on Tyler. Got it done eventually. It was off the exit of Cops. Gets that inside line ready for maggots. Both leaving each other plenty of space there. And Tyler, knowing he's beaten, but keeping nice and close to stop from Sydney getting by. It is close, it's congested, but it works. And they're all still fighting each other down here. We are coming up to next lap, should be the final lap. As Ross McFarlane, fantastic start, commanding throughout. A 6.5 second lead on second place, Jaden Scotton in the JC Academy car, running those Apex colours. In third place, got Gordon with Stephen Walker doing a fantastic job with that Veloster at the moment, but look how close Sam Blees is getting at the moment. Sam is getting closer and closer and just within 4/10 now, after being a second behind at one point, and Stephen Walker is in big trouble here. Blees has been let off the leash. He's had 19 minutes to practice the circuit. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Stephen Walker's just going to have it. That's nearly half a second, but it's Ross McFarlane who's going to end up getting the win on today's Open, with Jaden Scotton coming around the corner, going to be getting second place, third with Gordon, and Stephen Walker in the Veloster, fourth with the Veloster.
Well done all.
So everybody else slowly making their way around. We could have a bit of a drag race to the finish there, but Sydney going to have to make do there with 15th place. And great racing from all. That was really entertaining. We've still got a couple of people going on the track at the moment. That's 17th place, Robert Tang going past the line too. We still have Jamie Wilson as well. And that probably completes it. That does. Jamie Wilson finishing after their stop and go at the beginning of the race in 18th place. But full classification as we go up to... Let's go to the blimp for this, because the blimp cam is gorgeous. Great pace from Jaden again. Absolutely brilliant. In fact, Jaden getting second place in the race, with Ross McFarlane taking the top step at the podium, and Gordon Howe just behind Sim Racing Norway in third. And we've got Stephen Walker, Sam Blees, Vladislav, JD Rodriguez, Carl Hardy, Johan van Merer and Benji Williams at the top 10. Special shout out there to JD Rodriguez, up 4 positions. Not the highest climber, because behind Dennis Tichler has Andrew Petty, who went up 6 places during that race. Just behind him, we could come back down 1 place overall, Stephen Hurd in 13th. And 14th we have ourselves Tyler Beaton, who tried their hardest to keep Stephen behind, just couldn't do it with the 2 laps left to go, but did manage to get on top of Hards at the end there, with Anton Shiznikov in 16th. Robert Tang takes the 17th, with Jamie Wilson at the back due to the jump in the start penalty. And Kev Aylett get back in the car after a freak accident at Cops, 1 lap down, 19th place. Nothing more demoralising than being in the car directly behind Ross for a whole race. Did good though, man. Did good. Hey, Bingy. Pete, good to see you, man. Great racing. It absolutely was. Absolutely was. Oh, I'm knackered after that one. That was 2 really good races and a great preview of what will be to come tomorrow night, as me and Pete do commentary for Backfire Simsport TV. That's the link just there on the YouTube for you lot. If you are on YouTube right now, I implore, after you've put a thumbs up on this stream and subscribe to this channel, you get over to that YouTube channel just there and get yourselves ready for 30 to 40 TCRs racing around this Silverstone National layout. Let's have a look at a couple of highlights from that race. First one has to go with Stephen Walker's fantastic off-the-track pass, and Gordon Hauger as well getting fantastic starts. Let's have a look at the chopper cam just there. If this was real stewarding, Stephen probably would have had to give some of those back, but look at that, the number 7 car there just carving their way through the middle, and Stephen Walker's just like, well, you know what, I always wanted to be a lawnmower. Great start from both of them getting through. car number 8 and Sam Blaze just there never stood a chance. No? Wow, Kingdom. Trying to keep up with Ross is how I imagine the rest of the BTCC field feels racing with Sutton and Ingram. Just a different level. I mean, it wasn't that much of a whitewash really on the first races of the season for BTCC. Totally blagged that right. But, oh, actually, we can get your thoughts on that right now whilst I switch over to a blimp camera. What a blimp camera that is, by the way. Stephen, how was the Veloster on this circuit? Do you feel this is the best circuit for it so far this season, or do you think there's still a long way to go with that car? So also happening was Anton going off the track on lap number 2. Once again, massive thank you to Backfire Simsport TV for letting me use their equipment for the race. Oh, that was the Stephen Hurd incident. Right, that I need to have a quick look at here. Let's watch from here. So this started with Stephen Hurd passing Benji Williams for 10th place. This is on lap number 2 as well. Over to the chopper. So Stephen Hurd. Oh, and there's a freeway of cars just going everywhere. The SRG car overtaking both of these, and that's the second time that Miku car has tapped somebody in that corner. Just saying. But the same with other cars, but the front isn't as good as the others. And Stephen, after that little love tap just there, having to work their way back up the grid. Now, Kev Elliott's crash is a bit of a weird one. Yeah, there it is. That's the crash. The car went completely invisible there, which meant the rest of the cars couldn't see exactly where the car was going when it was losing control. And that just caused Kev just to slam straight into the wall there. Did you not watch Sutton come from 20th to 2nd in a series that screams parity that isn't really there? Yeah, because Sutton's just quite a good driver, right? Showed spirit several ways during the weekend. Doble had a good set of race. Actually, no. I think it was the last race Doble really struggled, but first race Doble had a fantastic cracking pace from him there on that one. Power Max Racing have built some rocket ships. It's better than I thought it would be. And then towards the end, Stephen Hurd finally got by Tyler. It took a fair bit though. Stephen Hurd in the SRG purple car there. Tyler in front in the orange. Delighted for Mikey. Oh, there's quite a few disconnect issues going on here. A few of you might need to get your CPUs upgraded. Look at that, just great left field just there from Stephen. Gets a run here on the 11. So it's not here then. Oh, he's probably saying he passed because he disconnected. So he did it here, lap 16. No? Well... Oh, it's here then. Okay. Lap 19. So, the exit of Cops. So much more pace off the exit from Stephen. Keeps himself in on the inside. 11 leaves the space, but does try and keep up on the outside of the corner. Stephen knows is clear and shuts the door on that one. Meanwhile, 11, seeing that Sydney Hards is the car number 15 coming across. Keeps slightly defending the position. Glides across to the right. Kev just there, maybe on the inside, maybe stopped 11 from completely defending that corner. But to be honest, National is a difficult track to pass on. But you still don't want to give your opponents an inch because they will take it. Yeah, that's how we finish today. Thank you all so much for jumping in on the fixed and open strength of fields. We do have a TCR cord, which I think most of you who have iRacing and a TCR in anyway. There it is again though for Twitch. Here it is for YouTube. There's my own personal YouTube as well on the Twitch side. Let's get as many thumbs ups on that video as possible. And to you lot on YouTube, we'll be back live on YouTube, maybe for a little bit on Saturday, or I might just make it a long Twitch stream. Well, another reason for you to come over to Twitch and make sure that you're following on there, right? But everyone say bye to Twitch, because I'll be ending that stream first. Bye YouTube. Did I say bye Twitch? I meant bye YouTube. Alright, so click on analytics, click on the end stream, and it's just there. Easy. Well, you suck. How dare you say that? How? 164